Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the GamerZone. We are the world's third best Kurt Cobain conspiracy theory and video game podcast. I'm
Poggers.
oh oh yeah. I guess I can introduce the hosts now. I'm your host Andrew Bennett. I'm also here on the stream with my dear friend Dean, my other dear friend Jordan,
Whoa!
and that guy named
Yo.
Colton. He's a little goblin that I let sit in the corner.
He lives in the attic.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, bro? We didn't even really get to introduce ourselves all that much.
Well,
But whatever, it's your show. It's fine. We don't care.
you're
Where my
fine.
little
We're very
gamer goblins
poggers of
at?
you, though.
All right, so yeah, we're up and going.
Up and going. We get to start the show. The show. There's us on screen, dude.
Yeah, it's a stream on screen. Wait,
Bro, I
Yeah.
love to podcast. It's my favorite thing to
Wait.
do.
he's
Mhm.
being held
Oh, is
against
that
his
really?
will,
But
for the record. But yeah, no, ladies and
Jordan,
gents.
you literally did not comment at all about what we was going to do, so we just had to come up with something for your profile picture. And I just so
no,
happened.
no, okay, no, that is exactly what I was gonna send Andy, but I couldn't find it.
Oh, you kidding me?
No,
Yeah.
What happened to my boy? My little boy. He's been deep fried. He's been battered.
yeah, it's Mountain Dew.
Uh,
All right, well,
Colton's just
I think we can get going with our little introductions here.
yeah.
Yeah, my name's Andrew. I run the show. You can call me Andy.
Wait,
Uh,
what I was about to say? You were about to lie to our viewers? What the? I can't believe this.
listen. I've got my professional name and my normal name. You can call me either. Additionally, Courtney Love killed Kurt Cobain. Moving on, Dean, intro.
Well, drink water.
Yes, Dean.
Daddy gang.
Yeah.
Poggers. That's it. I'm the resident shithead.
That's it. End the stream. It's over. We've done what we set out to do.
Oof.
It's over.
Ah, well.
Jordan,
would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name's Jordan. A lot of people call me JT. I know Dean does quite often. So
We
there's
talking
that.
shit.
No, I was just stating that you do call me that. I obviously this is like my first actual time hosting here, so I'm not 100% sure how this is gonna go. But
You're already
let's
doing
go.
better than Ming.
Wow.
Wow.
Tell us how you really feel, Dean.
No, I'm just here to just sow the seeds of chaos and then become like the new Keemstar that just like yells at everyone and just like, no, you're all no longer my friend.
I mean, Moonstar is also a midget that does black tar heroin, so, you're pretty spot on so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but don't you see the thing? He's fast.
Oh shit.
All right.
Who's fast?
I was making a joke. He's
Holy
not.
shit, you were! Oh my god!
All right, well, we
Alright.
can now move on. I can safely say we
Introduce
can...
Colton.
Oh, yeah.
What about Colton?
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't matter. Clearly, I'm something less. I'm a
No,
little
you
goblin.
matter, bro.
I'm
Don't let
I'm-
anyone tell you different.
You
I'm
matter-
the shit stain on this podcast, apparently.
Hey,
the afterthought.
Hey, you didn't take a shit this stream, so far you're doing
The
better.
little goblin baby that nobody respects. The little rat boy.
The little
That-
gamer gecko.
Alright, so what we need to do is we need to stream Colton fighting Andy in any fighting game.
Oh, no. I'm scared.
All right, I got one for you. Real life. Square up, Andrew.
All right.
That's a hard game.
Yo, can I join?
Okay, so look forward to our next stream in 3 weeks when we all kill each other live on stream.
Finally,
Yeah,
some
it sounds
excitement.
fun.
Okay. Yeah, that's Colton. That's his intro. We're now moving on to the roundtable. For those of you who are not familiar, our roundtable segment is where we talk about what we all did this week, what we watched, what we played, what we red,
hmm
cool stuff. This goes in turns,
Hmm.
left to right on the screen. So, up first, I'm here because I'm the one who makes these visuals, so I get to put myself in the front.
Of course, the fucking like guy who has all the power gives himself advantages.
I know, right? I mean, technically, if he really wanted to, he could reverse it and put me in front since I'm on the front. Like, if this were a manga, I'd be first.
All right, okay, we're mixing it up.
No,
there.
you go first. No, you go first. You go first.
All right.
You've got this. You're the king of this castle.
All right, I'm king of this castle. I'm putting us
Yeah.
in random order. Dean, you're first.
Oh, drink of water.
Oh, never mind then. I'm first.
His week was kind of boring.
Honestly, a little bit.
All right, so yeah, this week I worked a lot. That was a
What
lot
the
of
fuck
fun.
are you even
Wow.
here for? It's not like you're even. Are you even part of the gamer zone?
I am in fact part of the gamer zone.
Get in the zone, Andrew.
I am in the zone. I'm in my zone, the gamer zone.
Did you
my
even
stream.
play a video game?
Did I?
Wow.
That's
Wow.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! How the mighty has fallen.
Listen,
I say we vote him off the island.
listen, gamers. Listen, gamers.
He gets my
Forgive me.
vote.
Forgive me. But there's things that you have to do in life. Some of them are boring.
And some
Andy?
of them are gaming.
Yeah.
That wasn't very poggers of you.
Oh wow.
That's true. Not being very pog right now.
Wow.
Kind of being weird, champ,
Wow.
if I'm being honest.
Wow.
No kappa.
No.
I did.
You know, if we wanted to be like super smart about this, we probably could just delay the stream to go along with all the games lately.
Delayed the stream.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
If we
Delay
never
the
stream, we're never late.
podcast for the next 7 months. It'll work way better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a really
you-
good idea.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we can work on it better, obviously.
Give it time to cook.
Let's wait until Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out, and then we can start streaming.
Oh no.
Yeah.
One thing I can safely tell you though, for stuff I did this week, aside from working, I listened to a lot of music. A lot of that music does happen to include a little band called TWRP, which was Tupperware Remix Party until they were sued by the Tupperware Corporation.
Whatever, twerp.
Dude, you're making up for the lack of Scott on the show. Sadly, you couldn't make it this week.
Oh yeah, actually, I should note that since Scott is in Canada, he did freeze to death, and we're thawing him out right now.
Mm-hmm.
A moment of
Thankfully,
silence.
because he was doxxed the first episode, a lot of helpful locals found his frozen corpse and sent it our way.
Yeah,
Currently got our best hair dryers on at the scene.
absolutely. But yeah, TWRP, they're a fantastic little group. They've got some great albums out. I've been listening to their albums Return to Wherever and Together Through Time. They're both excellent albums. Together Through Time is really just a phenomenal album from start to finish. There's a lot I love about it, and it could be anything from the music to the actual cover art, which is just this fantastic 70s style sci-fi, which is exactly what I love. It was actually what got me into them in the first place. That was what caught my eye. But it's got some great songs on there. Starlight Brigade is like their biggest song because it's a collaboration with Dan Avidan, who you potentially know from Game Grumps or his musical work, of which Sky Hill is probably his best work, if I'm being honest with you. I love that group to death. Yeah, Starlight Brigade, great little song. They've got a couple of collabs on here. Most of them with artists I don't know about, with the exception being the Proto Men, who are on a nice little song called Phantom Racer, which is about, a phantom racer showing up and murdering everybody on a racetrack. It's great.
Whoa, that's pretty violent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of
lose our E rating.
that's kind of effed up. There we
Yeah.
go. That was PG for you.
Oh.
Yeah, we had to rebrand
Oh.
because now we have what's called currency in our pockets.
PG is short for Pog.
Yeah. I couldn't keep my composure.
But yeah, that's most of what I can say. I'm holding off.
Listening
I'm
to
holding off
albums.
saying anything about Kamen Rider until Trey returns from his long journey, because he's the only person who can talk about it with me, I think.
I mean, I kind of can.
Yeah, Jordan.
There's
can.
bugs.
But it's not your turn.
Bugs are people. People are bugs.
I completely agree. And with that,
We have karate.
we can in fact move on to Dean.
Oh, nice.
All right, and with that, we
Right.
can in fact move on to Jordan.
Woo!
Uh,
Jordan!
Jordan.
Yo,
So Jordan, how's your week been?
what?
I've been doing the daily grind. You know, trying to catch up
Oh,
on them
look,
levels.
the second. Wait, what levels? I thought you
Yeah,
said
man.
the real life grind.
I've been doing both, bro.
You've been leveling up.
Yeah, I've been playing the new Dragon Ball game. It's been a pretty good jam.
I don't know anything about that one other than it looks like they grabbed a Dragon Ball game, turned it into an RPG, and added the filler episodes.
I hear you
Yeah,
play as
well-
Goku in that one.
Holy
Yeah,
shit!
yeah.
Dude.
You also
I didn't hear that.
well, right now, where I'm at, I'm playing as Gohan, and you get to play as quite a few of the characters as well. Like you get to play as Piccolo, Vegeta, and a few others as well. And
Nice.
like Krillin's in it,
My
but you
boy
can't.
Kuririn.
Yeah, but you can't play as him. He's only as he can be in your party, but he can't. You can't play as him
Hey, this
personally.
isn't the original
Wow.
Dragon Ball.
So-
He can't shine unless you're fucking robots. That's
I'm
the
sorry,
only thing you can
Dean.
do.
I'm sorry. Dragon Ball has something against little people like you. So
No,
Well, I mean,
no.
no, I mean, it has you play. So where I'm at, it has you just play as Gohan most of the time.
well,
and
he's a child.
shorter.
So he's a
That's
child.
Yeah.
so he
literally
gets the
Dragon
pass.
Ball Z, though. They wanted to recreate the original Dragon Ball experience. So there must be a small child with infinite possibilities of power. Must be stronger than his dad. And it took him until Super to realize that's dumb.
All right, so Jordan, I got a couple questions to ask you about Kakarot. As someone who isn't huge on Dragon Ball, like I got nothing against it, I just never got into it. I'm curious about how it actually is as a game. Like it's an RPG, you've got a party, but how's the combat play?
That's a good question.
The way the combat plays is it's taken me a little bit to get used to it because it's not like the normal games where it has a lot more technical fighting stuff.
You mean like
Like
in comparison to Xenoverse or something?
yeah, in comparison to Xenoverse, like
It's not a fighting
you have
game.
B. That like I play on controller.
You have
The-
bees?
B is how you do your entire combo, and that's it. That's your only melee combo. X is how you use your key, like normal key blast, and then you hold left bumper to
So you don't go through like menus to like select attacks.
yeah. Well, you hold left bumper and it brings up a menu of your supers, and
So
it's
that's like Xenoverse.
yeah, that's similar. Y is charge key,
Hmm.
and A is jump, and then while you're flying, use right bumper and right trigger to fly up and down. So,
So-
and then you automatically lock on to enemies, and you can swap by using the right thumbstick.
Okay.
So,
You
it's
can dodge attacks just by moving.
you can you know how in Xenoverse how if you have enough stamina you can just teleport behind them
Yeah.
whenever they try to
Yeah.
hit you. Well, you have unlimited of that, so you can just spam jump and you basically just constantly dodging everything. But you have to time
Okay.
it right to dodge some stuff because like some of the bigger things obviously you have to dodge it out. Fighting
there-
Nappa was pretty crazy because there's a part where he just makes this huge energy
From his
come out of
mouth?
the ground,
Oh no, that one. That's he.
and you have to like get out of there as soon as possible to try to get out of the area. It's in such a big area that you have to try to get
he
out.
brings
If you
up
get
his
caught
two
in it, then
fingers.
you just take a crap ton of damage.
Yeah,
A
that
little
sounds
You know,
fun.
finger
like
wag.
like the bosses have like these their supers and stuff, and it actually feels like you're fighting like a boss.
Is there beam
compared to-
clashes?
Yes, there is. Very specifically, I got one while I was fighting Vegeta as Goku, and
Yeah, that's the first one ever.
yeah.
recorded, I believe.
And I was able to do it a few times in a row. You have to time it right, and if you're and you
Can't just
do have to.
score through it.
No, that happens later on. I'm talking about the actual fight. Like that's an event that happens once you beat them. While you're actually fighting them, you can get multiple beam struggles and stuff like that if you time it right.
Okay.
So, um, So far, I've really enjoyed it. The mobility and stuff, like with like sometimes trying to land somewhere specific while you're flying is kind of hard because you just move so fast.
Yeah,
So it's
you're just a bad gamer.
I don't know. I like I've gotten used to it now. It just took me a second
I
to
mean,
gain my
yeah,
bearings
Dragon Ball is
because
really
it's
fast.
weird going from like most of the Dragon Ball games where you don't really move that fast in
Or it's all
comparison to like
relative. Yeah,
yeah
they
because
usually
in
have
this
like
one you have
giant
like
maps.
you in this one you have like it's not it's kind of open world but not completely. uh Different parts of the world is broken off in sections, and in each one of those it's like its own personal open world area. And each one's pretty big. Like it's going to take you roughly around 4 to 5 minutes to fly from one side to the other.
Of the
So
entire world?
of that area.
Okay.
So it obviously is going to take some getting used to once you get into it, but it's really fun. Like especially once you get to the boss fights and stuff, because each boss has like a specific mechanic where
I'm
basically
guessing it follows the anime.
yeah, like for instance, like fighting Raditz in Xenoverse is kind of boring. But in
It's
this
just
one,
kind of lasts 10 seconds.
he uses like double Sunday and all that,
Oh
and
shit! Double
like
Sunday.
it's like these giant beams that while he's doing it, you have to like be going up and down because he constantly moves the beams. So you just have to keep on dodging them, man.
Yeah, he's fighting 2v1, dude.
That's 2 Sundays.
That's
Yeah, well,
double.
it's pretty crazy how it is, and like it actually
Did he use his
feels.
Wednesday move?
I don't think so.
That's false advertising.
Probably, to be honest, I wasn't paying attention. I was more freaking out about him doing that, and then like he has
Wow,
this.
Reddit is a threat for once. Holy shit!
Yeah,
I think that's the first actually the first game in a while that made Raditz an actual threat. And
yeah,
I played most of the Dragon
Okay.
Ball fighting games.
All right. Well, now some of those fighting games, Raditz has a cool infinite. So
yeah. Well, like Raditz, he's in Kakarot. Whenever you start off, he's I think he's like 5 levels above you because the way it works is it's on a level system.
Yeah, it's a
So
game of numbers.
yeah, so like I found out
Yeah,
real quick that like if there's sometimes there'll be like red like a red glowing aura of enemies, which means that they're stronger enemies.
yeah.
Well, I found out that there's a chance that they can be 4 times your level, and they hit you once and you die instantly.
that
Yeah,
adds
it sounds
up.
like Dragon Ball.
Okay, so I want to say something here as I'm looking over the list of games that CyberConnect 2 has developed. The last time that CyberConnect 2 developed a game that was not an anime fighting game, which they do the Naruto shipping Naruto, Boruto's true name. But
yeah, they did Ninja Storm.
yeah, last time they did something other than the Ninja Storm games or JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Eyes of Heaven, which again 3D arena anime fighting game. And ignoring that and a couple of mobile games that seem to be know-nothing things. Their last full console game with a single-player story mode that played out like that was Asura's Wrath. And that was 8 years ago.
Did they do Asura's Wrath?
Yeah, this is what it's saying at least. Maybe.
Asura's Wrath was.
Are they the main developer? Yeah, no, they're the main developer according to Wikipedia. Developed by CyberConnect 2.
Oh, nice.
Aside from that, it's like they did release a 4th part of the second Dot Hack series, but that was like a 2-hour long thing, I think I heard. So I'm not going to really count it. So yeah, they've made a lot of games. They just don't make too many different series.
Well, they're kind of the go-to company for things like anime fan service, like fighting games and such like that.
Yeah.
The problem being that like if any of those games have netcodes I ever connect to, has no goddamn idea how to make them function online.
That's disappointing. I need to get back to playing the .hack GU games eventually. I was pretty decent way into Volume 1 before life got in the way and I just couldn't finish it, which is the story of me playing most RPGs anymore, which sucks, but I've really felt like going back and playing GU again because I got a decent amount into that first chapter of it, and it's like that was an extremely good game. I know.
Yeah,
I
Andy,
know.
how hard is it to quit your job? Like, come on. You'll find video game time if you just quit your job.
Just have
That
a
easy.
4-day week.
Yeah,
And-
seriously. What the fuck's wrong with you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Man. I don't know why I haven't just quit and gone all in on this streaming thing already. Given that we already have 5,000 viewers.
5. Yeah, that's like 5,000 more than what we got.
Right.
No, that's like divide that number by 1,000 and that's what we got.
Yeah.
We're doing good, baby.
Gamer.
Mm.
Nice. That was an interesting Kakarot section. Still don't really understand, but
is
that'd be
Goku in that game?
Yeah.
Okay.
really?
Yeah, you started off playing as him.
Why wasn't it called Dragon Ball Goku?
That's a good point.
Because it's not just Goku.
Oh
Well, why do they
shit.
call it Kakarot? If you don't play as Kakarot, you play as Goku.
Because people call him Kakarot.
That's fucking stupid. I don't get this shit.
Yeah, I gotta agree.
Yeah, legit, I have no idea.
Why isn't it called Dragon Ball Gohan? You spend most of the game as Gohan anyway.
Toriyama better be rolling in his grave.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Toriyama.
Fuck out of here. What'd you do? Nothing. That's right.
All right, and with that, we can now move on to Dean's Roundtable segment.
Yay!
And with
what
that,
the
we
fuck,
can now
Jordan?
move on to Colton's Roundtable segment. Colton, what did you do this week?
Oh shit, it's me. This week I played The Witcher. You can move on to Dean now. I mean, The Witcher 3. It's good. You play as a man whose balls don't work, but he still gets it on the reg. I just started the game. I'm about 75 hours in. Haven't made any progress yet, but it's been going good. Gaming, it's pretty good.
Have you listened to any albums this week?
No, but I have tried to get into card games again. Witcher 3 has this little card game called Gwent. It's quaint.
No.
And then there's a Gwent standalone. So I was like, who am I to refuse trying to play this against my dear friends? So I downloaded it on my mobile device, and it turns out the games are not the same at all. They're completely different. The mobile Gwent is a little more equivalent to your average Hearthstone type thing. It still has some of the classic Gwent rules, but it's not the same game.
Why would you ever play the phone app? Because it does not have the same experience of going through some serious plot points where time is of the essence and stopping to play cards with some random fuckhead.
Well, imagine having a serious plot point in real life with your friends and then stopping to say, "You want to play Gwent?" Imagine going through a nasty breakup and go, "Hey, let's stop a moment. Can we play Gwent?"
You're talking to your ex-lover, and it's just like trying to work things out. It doesn't. It's like you think you should part ways, but before you step out of that door, you turn back to her and say, "Want to play some Gwent?"
She might have a unique card. You can never be too sure.
Challenge anyone who can play the game. They might offer something.
It's the middle of a war zone. People are dying left and right. You turn around, there's a combatant right in front of you. He's with the enemy. He's got his gun aimed at your head. You ask him, "Want to play Gwent?"
Finally.
Speaking of Gwent, though, in Witcher 3, did you know of the mod that makes it where all combat is just a game of Gwent?
I heard of that.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, like you enter combat. And it's kind of like think of like how Pokemon is, where like you go into a battle. Well, that's basically how it goes. You go into a game of Gwent, and the difficulty is based off of the enemies that is there.
What the fuck?
And then if you win, they just all the enemies that was there, they just fall limp dead.
That would be really hard early on because early on you have a real shitty deck.
Yeah, which to be fair, I think you get more cards in that way as well because I think there's a chance you can get cards from any enemy. But it's like the normal game. Starting off, you can't just one shot everything.
Right.
Except you
And
kind of can a little bit, but
if you play enough Gwent, eventually you get a pretty substantial deck. Like I said, I've barely made any progress in the plot, and my deck is pretty decent. And then full
I'm
disclosure,
seeing it.
the other thing I've done within the last hour is I may have drank about a quarter of a bottle of vodka.
Oh, he prepped himself
Oh,
properly. You
this
did
is
play snaky buses though.
Oh, there was Snaky Bus. It's like Snake, but you're a bus.
yeah,
Yeah.
the classic GamerZone tradition. If Colton is around,
He's intoxicated.
yeah, or close to, hopefully.
That's a generous word.
Damn.
All right, so Dean, how's it feel?
Holy shit.
How's it feel, man?
It feels good. I have color in my cheeks again.
All
Oh
right,
my
on to the
goodness.
next segment.
All right, so
Motherfucker!
Wait, was someone talking? You should maybe let them finish talking.
okay, so Dean, it's your time to shine.
Hey, I'm great to be on the show. I'm just sitting here with my 2 feet of height, and I'm just like, I would really like to talk about video games. But I see how it is.
So Dean,
But
Yeah.
what?
But you can't look over the table.
so Dean, what?
Let the goblin speak.
Yes. Andy, spit it out. What were you gonna ask me?
What video games have you played this week, cretin?
Video games? That's Satan. Get him out of here.
Oh fuck.
I have been playing Final Fantasy 14. I actually got it running on my computer again, and I've leveled to level 31, and just been farming Palace of the Dead.
Damn, on your third character?
Yeah, my third character. I'm
Fourth.
Fifth.
actually it's more like 12th.
Oh.
But this is the third character that's actually made it past Ifrit.
Yeah, he's kind of got this problem. This big, serious
A
problem.
curse.
Yeah.
First account lost because I accidentally got paranoid and put on the that little
One-time
token.
password. Stay away from that.
I didn't read the fucking notes saying that you have to remember a little other password that lets you connect to your account if something happened.
You're a factor short of a two-factor authentication.
Yeah.
Yeah. And well, I think I had either got a new phone or something. And well,
No, you
I could
uninstalled the app is what it was.
yeah.
Dean's
Well-
only able to keep track of one factor.
Yeah. I uninstalled the app. Well, the app somehow got off my phone. Either I uninstalled it, new phone, I don't remember. Anyway, a bit about professional. Anyway, try to log back in, couldn't. So that was like a level 50 character that can never be seen again. Still technically alive, unlike my second character. But had Jordan buy the game for me a fucking second time. But this time I've lasted to level 62, 4, somewhere around that area, before I passed out at the computer desk, woke up to no character anymore.
You should have just gone to sleep.
Yeah. Ever since then, people on Twitter have been telling me to go to bed.
That's the root of your problem. You don't sleep, you lose everything.
Yeah, so don't know what happened there. Character's lost. It's actually just fucking gone. And now I'm on my third character. But that's not the fun thing I've been doing. The fun thing I've been doing is Dungeons and Dragons. I've been playing.
Shit.
I think I've played 3 sessions in the past 7 days. Yeah, that sounds about right. So,
You-
you talking shit?
He didn't even mention Ronald McDonald.
Well, you know, Dean, Dungeons Dragons, it's actually a classic signifier that you're a fucking nerd.
No,
Nerd.
I was playing as well, man.
get out of here, Jordan. I don't need that shit.
Thank
The
you.
constant insults is better than someone trying to agree with me. Because at that point, it shows weakness.
That's right, and I'm never weak.
Never.
Same.
He has his gamer fuel.
That's right. I'm only.
Dungeons and Dragons. Last Friday I've been playing a session that's been, I think I was like the fourth game in a row. I haven't played too much. I missed the second day, but I played for 3 of them. Got to level 5. We've been having a lot of fun. It sort of brought back the idea that my group of friends could actually play Dungeons and Dragons and not have to restart campaigns over and over and over again because for some reason someone just gets bored of it. Even though I don't know, it's my point of like I could never play this game ever again because no one can find the patience or the time to play it with me for 3 hours.
Are you the DM or are you a character?
He's
In-
done both.
Yeah, I've done both in the past week. The Friday games, I'm a player. I'm a
Okay,
PC.
describe your character for us.
So I've been making a artificer, which is the newish class for D&D 5th edition. But I made her a kind of like a strong girl that like
Tell us more.
like a crafter, a heavy on crafters, like I think blacks like
How
who's
many
that big
windows?
titty? Mhm.
How many windows could she fastball special me through?
I think she has like 14 strength, so maybe like 2.
Okay, a reasonable amount of windows.
I could throw
Yeah.
you through 8.
Because Jordan
Alright.
fudges his rolls and gets the 18s every fucking time.
I'm a
Get that-
sorcerer.
Get that nat 20 for me, baby.
No, I was playing as a Goliath sorcerer.
Were you jacked? Were you ripped?
He's
Yeah,
always
man.
ripped.
Fucking huge.
Always.
Hmm
Now, Dean, continue your explanation.
Yeah, my character, Artificer, is all about magic weapons. So I made my character heavy into the crafting stuff.
Oh, like
Yeah.
Minecraft?
Sort of, but not really at all. Close. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh.
But it's been a lot of fun. I've also been hosting a game. It's been really weird dusting off the old rule book, and I spent probably the entirety of the 2 sessions doing really like ambitious rules and stuff about traveling and carrying capacity, making sure everyone's got the stuff they need to survive. Really, just the most annoying things,
That
because
does sound annoying.
I am a terrible gamer. That's how I like it. I haven't really done much. I was supposed to be playing Black Mesa, but I actually kind of forgot about it.
Damn, bro. You're
I'm
wasting away half your life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Wow, what a gamer. Alright, well, that's the roundtable segments out of the way. Took about a half hour less this week than last, but...
I can keep talking about Witcher 3 if you want me to. I can talk about how Geralt's balls don't work.
I mean, I suppose we all could.
We've all seen them.
Hmm.
They don't work.
They don't work.
It's all because of what was it, a lobster?
No.
There was a lobster involved.
It was
but
the mutagens. The chemicals.
Yeah, the nanomachines.
The chemtrails.
They're putting chemicals in the water.
Oh no. He's doing his get close to Mike bit.
Wow.
Alright, though. I suppose that we're now able and capable to put on our big boy pants and move on to our topics of discussion
Speak
for the night.
yourself.
The exception here is Dean, who can't fit into big boy pants because he's only 2 feet tall.
Little diaper.
Why do I come here and take this nonsense? Oh my goodness.
Shut up, diaper boy.
If I had if I had a drink of seltzer water, I wouldn't be dealing with this right now.
Like Captain Underpants, but it just for diapers.
What? No.
Oh, we should have told him about Macau.
Macau.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Nah, it's Macau.
Oh.
Hmm. I don't see that on the bullet points. Sorry.
All right.
Yeah,
If it's
felt
not
bad.
Well, I'm
bullet
gonna
points, we
I'm
can't
gonna
talk
open us
about
up
it.
here as we move from the round table to the main show with a little shout out to one of the new things we're able to do now. We are now partnered with Brave as an official verified creator. So
They're not giving them away for free, you know.
should you happen to be working with the Brave browser, not working with, wow, if you happen to be using the Brave browser, be it on PC or mobile, you can in fact support us with basic attention tokens now. Or you can
just be brave.
or you could just give me attention. We are
Just be brave about it.
we are
Go
indeed
boldly into that good night.
yeah, but we are indeed partnered on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. And on that note, our YouTube channel is up. I will probably get a link to that in the Twitch channel description. You can find it on Twitter right now. Our Twitter's linked in the panels down below. That'll contain archives of all of our streams, except for the first two we did because they were terrible.
You know, I'm thinking about this right now. No Colton. Oh my goodness.
No Scott Colton Ming.
I don't know. I should have replaced that water I grabbed before the show with just a fucking shot of adrenaline.
Just a handle of fucking vodka, baby.
I needed some. Listen, I need someone to kickstart my heart. You know what I'm saying, fucking gamers?
Dean, you're looking cute tonight.
Thank you.
One last thing I can say about the Brave segment before we move on is I want to give a shout out to the head of Brave Marketing, Des Martin, for sending us Brave Attention tokens. BAT for short.
This is the bravest thing you've ever done.
Absolutely.
We're the shittiest show you could find on the internet. But we are the third most popular Coke Cobain conspiracy theory video game cock show. Cock show. No!
Hulk Cobain video game cock show.
We're cock shows now.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Not allowed on Twitch. We're banned. That's it.
Oh,
I did it.
no.
I won.
Everyone unzip. Get them out.
I don't have a zipper.
You're just better prepared than us. That just means they're less there's less resistance.
That's true. I'm also wearing sports shorts.
Okay,
Nice.
so
Bold of you to assume I've been wearing pants this entire time.
can I even try to stay on topic now?
No.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead. It's
I'm
your
trying
show.
to keep this from
We're
being
guests.
boring. It's just going to be guests. I own this show. It's mine.
Okay. Since when were you a host and I wasn't?
Stop tickling me.
I know I'm the guest here today.
Calm down, Mickey Mouse. All right. Let the host speak.
Oh boy.
Andy, I'll let you get into your topics now since they're so dear and precious to you.
Okay, so our first topic of the night, actually, is that some photos of the Xbox Series X have in fact leaked out, and this whole story is absurdly funny to me for reasons I will explain. And we're going to bring on.
Xbox.
We're also.
It looks like a box.
Yeah. Anyways, we're also going to bring on a random caller here.
Oh
Who
no.
isn't really random because there's only one person in the random caller channel. You can hop in the Discord and
How
join
the
in there.
mighty have fallen.
Anyways,
Bring it in.
Sarah, welcome to the GamerZone. Are you there?
Welcome.
Sarah.
Hello.
Give us a good what's
Which I
up.
wasn't ready.
Oh,
Oh, that's
got
just what we expect from our callers.
I mean, he
Yeah.
did send me a message that was like, "Bring me in." So I was like, bringing.
I
him
guess
in.
you're right. Guess that's my fault, but I'm also making food. Get the fuck away from the cheese!
All right, Sarah.
Like a
Andrew, get the fuck away from the cheese.
Okay.
Sarah, you're not actually busy. This is the most prepared anyone has been as a random caller.
Okay.
Well, Sarah.
I'm making poutine. I'm making them of one of the more Canadian foods.
Oh,
Are you
no.
making mac and cheese?
No,
Oh, wait,
I'm making,
wait,
I'm
wait,
making
no.
poutine!
Oh, was gonna guess craft dinner. Damn.
I said I'm making poutine, bitch.
Making bitches.
Okay, you can't
Oh,
talk to me like that.
It's
Are
supposed
you
to be
sure?
PG.
I'm not your B
Wait, is
word.
Fuck you, Jordan.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Jordan. You're ruining our
I'm
dynamic.
sorry. Fuck.
What the fuck do you think this is?
You
This
guys
is
are the ones who said it was.
PG is
zone.
short for Pog.
Yeah, it's Poggers. This is a Pogger stream,
PG
dude.
zone. The PG zone.
Welcome to the Pogger zone.
I see.
Andy, bring up pictures of the Xbox because it's a box and there's not even an X on it.
Okay, so I'm switching to broadcast. Display capture.
I'm gonna guess that
Three,
Dean doesn't know
two,
what the fuck
one.
he's talking about. I bet there's an
Enable.
X on that thing.
There is.
Is there? There's an X? Where? I don't see an X.
Well,
That's
there's
fucking
the
Holy
X.
shit, it looks like a box.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
There's an X in the top left.
My gravy need to cool down.
That's
Yeah, but
What does your gravy think of the Xbox?
The gravy's
You
on
don't
cooldown.
think you don't got brain.
all right. So, anyways,
Well, that doesn't stop me.
What's the cooldown on the gravy?
Listen, you have a conversation with it. You can go right ahead.
I
What's the
will,
little-
but we
what's
have a
the little-
responsibility.
What's the little hole next to the prototype not for sale sticker?
That's actually very interesting to me. Let me see. I've got a couple of these brought up.
Unprofessional.
Oh shit, we get a look at the Xbox's holes.
Oh,
So yeah, that's interesting.
we can.
That's
Better
probably
way
just
to
some sort of
describe
like
it.
prototype
It's a
blocking
keyhole.
thing. Literally. Additionally, this port here, I believe, is for debugging purposes. What I find most interesting is two things. Like, this is absolutely legitimate. This guy, listen, I don't want to say anything about his intelligence, but please don't ban me, but I just registered that serial number to my Microsoft account, just messing around. I have removed it after it actually worked.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, no, this is a real prototype. He's registered the serial with his Microsoft account.
And he's already dead.
Yeah,
Like he's basically
dead.
signed his death.
He's dead.
Like,
I'm sorry, fella, but you're dead. Additionally, this matches up entirely with everything that Brad Sams was told about.
dude, it hasn't even been released, and look at all the fucking dust on that thing.
I mean, that's probably from smuggling it to wherever he got it from.
I mean, it's not that interesting. Like, we've seen pictures of the Xbox One X, and like literally all we're.
It's
Wait,
the least.
no,
It's
that's not the right console. The Xbox Series X.
Yeah.
I got it. Don't worry.
I think the proper name
we-
that they're going with now is that they actually just want to call it the Xbox Series.
X.
But
We've seen pictures of the Xbox X, and
Mhm.
and like all this really shows us is the ports that are on the back. We didn't really need to see the Xbox's holes.
Yeah. It's
like-
just a really boring mini fridge.
We could have assumed that
right.
it had like a power port and a HDMI port.
Mhm.
Like, what if it was like the future? It would have had like a display port or something. What TV has a display port? Come on.
Yeah.
yeah, people
So, like-
have been complaining about the lack of DisplayPort on it. Oddly enough, yeah, but the thing that like the line here, it's like there's also another port on the back that may be used for debugging, but there wasn't an agreement on the nature of its functionality from the Brad Sams article.
the one that comes with a disclaimer? Is that the disclaimer hole?
No, that one.
That's the gamer
I'm
hole.
on. Yeah, it's the gamer hole. But this one here is, I assume that's like literally just a physical lock for opening the thing up.
I have a
Yeah.
disclaimer hole too.
The
Yeah,
debugging
this
port.
is gonna be the most boring console generation yet.
Well, we haven't. Well, I mean,
Well, we kind of.
Okay, listen. Like I think that from a hardware standpoint, at the very start of this generation, it's going to be absurdly boring and absurdly powerful. It's like
Yeah.
the design of the actual box doesn't matter, rather than what's inside of it. And I feel like both the PS5 and Xbox Series.
It
are gonna be
doesn't
patterned
help that
out.
it's the most boring looking thing I've ever seen.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
literally a box,
Right.
with like
Yeah.
a vent.
and a lot of people
PlayStation
say
5 at least looks like a thing, even though it's a router.
We don't.
Yeah,
looks like a
for what it's
thing.
worth, we don't know the actual PS5 design yet. What we've been seeing is
Okay,
dev
but-
kits.
well, at the very least, the PS5 dev kit has a sack warmer, and that makes it
Mhm.
better than this.
At least that has utility.
Yeah, you can use it for multiple things: gaming, movies, warming your sack.
Especially
That's
that last bit.
practicality.
Mm.
This thing It's a fucking huge paperweight
I think what I find
that can also play video games.
yeah, it's like I was kind of worried when the designer of the Xbox One S and X left Microsoft. I think he left for, I want to say Facebook. Not 100% sure, but I want to say Facebook for Oculus or something. But
They're going on that sinking ship.
yeah, well, Oculus is doing good. But what they did instead was that they handed the design of this over to the Surface team, which makes some elegant and simple hardware, which works for laptops.
Well, I think that one of the things is that like there's this idea that this console is fucking huge because it looks like a tower. You know, it looks like a computer tower. But
Yeah,
I
too
really
bad there's-
like if you look at comparison images, the fucking Xbox controller is like not quite half of the whole console. Like honestly, it's only like what, like two and a third.
I think the thing
tall.
that should be most telling, look at the size of the disk drive and compare that to the size of the rest of the system. It's like
it's really not that big.
Roughly 2 CDs tall. This thing is like, given that this is the Surface team, which has not yet made an actual PC tower, I'm assuming that their intent with this was more along the lines of Alexa. They were like, we want it to blend into the room, which is generally not what console manufacturers want. I'm gonna say I kind of want to say it's growing on me, but there isn't much to grow on here. It's
Oh shit! I accidentally put the doorstop where the Xbox is, and the Xbox where the doorstop is. My mistake.
I got something to grow on.
Yeah, it's like there's not too much going on here.
Rest in peace.
Someone left.
Oh, probably Sarah. I can't hear the notification noises. I've got like a little red dot down there. I can't look at since I got display capture up. But yeah, just shout out to this guy. Shout out to this guy.
Oh, she clicked the wrong general zone.
Oh, so Sarah accidentally left the call and wants to hop back in. Let me just kind of kill that display capture real quick.
She's got some Putin ready.
She Putin?
Yeah.
That's kind of gross, dude.
Okay.
Girls don't do that.
I'll bring up display capture again so the world can see this poutine. That looks pretty good. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
bro.
Poutine.
Poutine.
That sounds pretty fucking
Yeah,
stupid.
she clicked the wrong button. Okay, Sarah,
And-
welcome back.
Is that how you kick people into other calls? Showing us your screen was the worst idea you've ever done.
Yeah,
You
you guys are
know
getting
that,
some.
right?
You guys are getting some real inside baseball right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It wasn't
There is
even the
my
Zoomers.
there is my masterful poutine.
Yeah, we
Nice.
showed it to all the stream.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But yeah, that was the Xbox Series X. Definitely a legitimate prototype. I'm curious to find out what the purpose of that little port is. Don't know if it's just a debugging thing or if they're gonna like put in like an extension port. I don't know. The Surface
Only slightly more interesting than the PlayStation 5 logo.
Yeah. So anyways,
The PlayStation 5 logo is a tried and true logo. It's been happening for 5 generations, not including the mobile consoles, which also use the same format.
but the PS2 logo, despite being a similar format, looked a million times nicer.
Shut up.
Sorry, I'm right.
Thank you.
Yeah, you right.
Don't agree with him.
I
That's not what we're fighting
agree.
here on.
I agree.
He's the host. He's the bourgeoisie of this fucking
Yeah.
podcast. Don't agree with it. Don't
He's
give
all
him any
bougie
leeway.
and shit.
Yeah, but my thoughts on the current console generation that's upcoming is what we're kind of at a point where it's a lot easier to get like computers, and to be honest, it's kind of better at this point because just about everything that comes out you can get on PC now.
Well,
I don't think that's the point of consoles, though. I don't
I
think
know.
The
it's
point of
I know,
consoles
it's
is an
different,
easier
but-
way of entry, and additionally, one
It's-
other thing about
it's-
consoles that often gets left out of the conversation.
couch gaming.
More than that,
Yeah,
more
couch
than that,
gaming.
having a dedicated device just for gaming that will only get used for gaming is going to wear down a whole lot slower.
Yeah.
I think about the situation with my PC and its varying hard drives over the years, and I just have my console. When
PCs
and you say it's a lot easier to get a PC nowadays, but it truly Like to get one that
just
can-
depends on what you're
Well-
going for, I suppose.
Well,
there's a lot
it
of
really
pitfalls.
isn't, to be honest with you, because to get a console, you get something that is guaranteed to run games at a decent, at a
Mhm.
decent
That is
quality.
true. That is
Whereas,
But
true.
you could like go on the internet and look for a PC. There's so many manufacturers and like people
Yeah, I
actively trying
suppose
to
you guys are right.
Let me
I
add
spent-
another thing to that. If you're going to buy a pre-built PC, because we're going for the lowest line of entry, the dedicated
Mhm.
gaming PCs still tend to be on the upper end of the
Yeah.
$100 to $1,000
It's gonna
spectrum.
Yeah, it's
I don't
gonna.
know,
For
maybe
a
maybe
decent
it's just
for a decent business PC, you're still going to want to drop 400.
yeah.
spent-
I suppose it just seems easier because I was finally able to get one. Cause like whenever I was younger, I always thought that that'd be like something I'd never be able to get because it always seemed like
It's a
unreachable.
lot easier to go to Walmart to buy Xbox than it
Yeah,
is to go.
that is to get a PC, and then now that I finally was able to build one, I guess to
Yeah.
me it just seems so much easier.
well, I mean, I spent like
You know.
$1,700 on my PC, and it's already starting to wear down
Yeah.
towards
Yeah, the
middle
fun thing
settings.
about PCs
Mhm.
is you buy something and in 2 years it's outdated.
Right. It's a money sink. Not to say
Yeah,
consoles
well, I mean-
necessarily aren't, but the thing about it that really gets me is think about the point of entry, especially a few years in.
It's very
Yeah.
For $200 now, you can generally get an Xbox One S, and the Xbox One X is down to like $350 on sales now.
Mhm.
I'm not sure. I don't
Meanwhile,
follow
like,
PS4
I've been
prices
playing-
close, but I assume it's similar.
Mhm.
And that can play an entire generation of games. In the Xbox's case, it can play games from across 3 generations there. That's an insane amount of value in that. It's all guaranteed to run well for the majority of games. Sure, there's a couple bad ports, but those are the exception. And
Yeah.
PC's still all over the place because you have to worry about your processor, your GPU. You have to worry about your motherboard after a while when you want to
Yeah,
upgrade.
that is true.
Yeah.
Again, like after I started saying, I got to thinking about it once you guys started bringing up counterpoints. I just like I was saying before, it like now it just seemed like it was like a lot easier to go out and get like the parts and then put together the computer
Yeah.
than like
The problem
it
isn't
would've,
getting the parts,
like,
it's knowing
years
what
ago.
parts you need.
yeah.
Because as someone who I've been playing computers since I was like 5, and I still don't even know what processor numbers mean.
I do for the most part.
But like I'm not you, and neither is the average consumer.
Mm-hmm.
True.
But
So it's much easier to like, can I get the new Xbox? All right, $300. Damn, that's like a week
right,
of work.
and additionally, think things over with regards to like console naming, which like I still think Xbox Series X isn't the greatest name, but
No, it's not.
it's also not going to be that confusing when normal people actually buy the hardware. It's literally going to be, can I get the new Xbox? Sure. It's
Yeah.
the same thing with phones.
We
I
have
still-
gone
I
so
don't-
far with technology that
It's like, I don't know the difference
Things-
between iPhone, what is it, iPhone XR, XS Max or something? It's like a Nintendo tier name.
I couldn't tell you if
Yeah,
I
it-
wanted to.
It's like, people still know how to buy it. It's just like, can I get the new iPhone?
Yeah.
Well, the thing with consoles, though, in particular, with iPhones, you're kind of buying the same operating system every time, so you know that you're paying for a new
Faster load
just-
times.
yeah, you're buying an upgrade. With consoles, there are upgrades and then there are new consoles, and that's where kind of the problem comes in. You have like your PS1, your PS2, your PS3, PS4, PS5. Those are pretty obvious. Like that's a brand new console. But when you have things like the Wii and the Wii U, we have the fucking PS4 Pro, the Xbox One S. These sound like new consoles or the same fucking console. There's so many upgraded consoles now that aren't actually anything new that
Mm.
people don't really give a shit about. Like some people care. That's not to say that nobody cares, but a lot of people are just like, well, I already have an Xbox One. Why would I want a new Xbox One?
Hmm.
But it runs all the same shit. So when you get something that has a similar naming scheme, but like I want the new Xbox, Like that's implying that you know that there is a new Xbox, and unless you're following gaming like we are, you may not know that. That's why the Wii U. That's a reason why the Wii U failed, because the Wii U sounded like just a Wii Pro, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I
if
think
they
that's a fair
were give it like a
counterpoint.
better name. Yeah. Also, the new 3DS. Did you guys know about
I
that?
have one sitting right next to me.
Yeah, there's 3DS and then new 3DS. I always thought that was pretty crazy.
That is potentially Nintendo's second worst name. I think the absolute
Next to
worst.
New Super
New is
Mario
quite
Brothers.
literally a part of the name.
Yeah. But while we're on this subject of like consoles and PCs, I suppose it's worth bringing up a story which I'll actually bring up for broadcast here real quick. Let me just pull it up on the screen. Search Horizon.
Hey, can I ask one last thing about consoles?
Sure.
no.
When is the GamerZone console coming out?
That'll be 2022.
I
I've been working on it in my garage. It'll come right and pretty. I tell you that right now.
You know the Soldier Boy console? It's just like that, but we changed the branding.
Mm-hmm.
We in fact got some of the developers in China to come work on ours. Oh, I tell you, it's gonna be a doggy.
Okay, I'm gonna switch back
I could
to
go back to my
display
cave.
broadcast. Yeah, so this is from Jason Schreier on Kotaku. I'm not ignoring anything else about this website. Jason is a top tier video games reporter, and he's spot on. I can't think of a time the man's been wrong.
Horizon Zero Dawn. You can hide in the red flowers because you're a redhead. That's the thing.
Imagine if you were Fred Flintstone, but with a laser bow.
Holy shit.
But yeah,
I've only seen like a little bit of gameplay of it. I don't know much about it.
It's like if George Jetson and Fred Flintstone were the same person.
Don't say that.
but yeah, no, this is an interesting one to me. That, according to Jason here, Horizon Zero Dawn is in fact coming to PC, which it runs on the same engine as Death Stranding, which has been guaranteed a PC port since it was announced, and I do wonder how much of it is tied to that, how much of it is Sony testing the waters to see how much money they can make by putting a first-party game on PC. But, you know...
The new PlayStation PC store, because we don't trust Steam.
I believe it, but I believe that somewhere in the story here...
We expect to see the game both on Steam and the Epic's Game Store. Yeah, it's coming out.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't Steam used to have a thing with PlayStation where you could connect your PlayStation account to
That
Steam?
was exclusively for Portal 2.
Okay.
It was an achievement syncing thing, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. But you know, I'm pretty sure that my guess personally on why this is happening, should this completely go through, is Microsoft has really been raking in the big bucks with their PC ports lately. It's like, as a corporation, when people are still going to buy consoles because it's easier than buying a PC, why don't we just release games on console as well as PC and make more money? Because
Holy
at the
shit,
end of the day,
selling things on multiple things makes you more money? What the fuck?
yeah, it's crazy.
It's not like the consoles and PCs have sort of like a faction system where some people refuse to buy the other things because, like, I don't know, games or whatever are not on them.
I hate gaming.
Same. It makes me just so upset all the time, so angry. It makes me even shorter.
I mean, there's a lot of other things people get angry about. I think people just get angry, to be honest.
No, that's definitely true. This
I'm
show
fucking
makes me angry.
pissed.
We had a listen. We don't have the fucking energy as last time. Therefore, this
Dean,
show
shut the
can't be
fuck
good.
up. You're pissing me off.
Damn.
Somebody say energy?
Oh no.
Oh hi. We have a random caller.
Hi.
Yeah, we do have a random
Brianna.
caller.
Hey Sarah, what
Oh,
did you think
Sarah.
of the console generation of this
Yeah.
current year coming up?
Oh. You mean the rectangle?
Yes, that
Yes.
the box.
The
The
monolith.
box. Yeah.
What do you think of the monolith?
The cube.
I've just kind of stopped questioning anything to do with like any of that kind of thing, because it just gets weirder every year. So
Yeah,
That's what's up.
That's
it gets
fair.
weirder and somehow more boring.
Yeah.
We can't. I miss the time of like actual like huge technological like developments that aren't VR.
I think in a sense with this generation, once you get 2 or 3 years in, you're gonna see a huge graphical leap. Like they're going all out on the tech behind
It's
these
not.
things.
It's not going to be a jump from like PlayStation 2 to 3 though.
Okay.
Games are gonna look more like real life than ever.
Okay.
Whoa, they already do.
Okay. Listen,
I
I
mean,
was
you got
at
VR.
the end of
They look more
listen-
like real life than real life.
Listen, at the end of the last console generation, I was like, how much better can this get? Compare games now with games during the 360 era. Like compare Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2.
Yeah, I
and you'll
admit
see an
Red Dead 2
actual-
looks a lot better, but I feel like we peaked at like Far Cry 3. 4, I mean.
Okay.
Five.
Far Cry 3 looks pretty good. but
Okay.
Far Cry 4 is where we kind of like
Okay.
we peaked and kind of stayed around that era.
Okay.
Yeah, but what if it looked more like real life?
Holy shit! Can we add more particles in the air? God race?
Compare Far Cry 4
Doggy?
with Far Cry 72, releasing next year on the PlayStation 5.
Far Cry 72,
This
baby.
one is second Apocalypse.
Apocalypse 2, baby. But
You
yeah,
thought the first
see what I mean.
Apocalypse was a lot. Get ready
Things-
for the second one.
The only thing that we can really look forward to now is games that do something different. Like, because we've already got the boring graphics that look like real life. We already got the 300 polygons on one character's asses. 300,000. I mean,
Hmm.
like we've already kind of hit where we're going. People thought we hit that in the 360s times, and it's like, no, we somehow even made that even more boring. At least we're using color now. I do like that. We're actually using color.
That's fair. I think.
Yeah.
I think this does tie in
It's
decently
all
enough
tricks of the brain.
to another topic we got coming up here. So we're probably going to go into bullet points kind of out of order. I mean, we already were when we did Horizon. But
You went out of order, literally the second bullet point.
yeah.
Wow.
No, the first bullet point.
Yeah.
We
Were we
trusted
even in
you to
order?
be a good stream producer and you failed us.
Hey, I'm just guiding it with the conversation. We just going with the flow.
Oh yeah, another thing about games coming out, they take much longer too.
What I wanted to say though was like, especially with regards to like Far Cry and stuff and uniqueness in games, Ubisoft has recently announced that they are changing their editorial team to make games "quote unquote" more unique, because the
Finally,
Ubisoft formula has been
even they're getting sick of Assassin's Creed another one.
I just want to aside. How long do you guys think you can talk about this?
Maybe like 30 minutes.
Okay, cool. I'll be right back.
Oh no, he's gone
He's
again.
like, well, you're talking about that shit.
Sarah,
I'm
take
gonna
his place.
go."
Okay, so I'm announcing our
Wait,
new
now I have to
host,
be the I have
Sarah.
to be the comedian now.
Yeah,
Yep.
Squirt Cobain has left the
Fuck.
building.
Now you got Squirt Bunny.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Ooh, no, no,
Yeah.
no, no, no,
No. No.
no.
I think that idea failed with our test audiences, Dean.
Nah, we'll get him into it. Just
Dean,
let me.
I'm sorry, but that's not gonna fly.
Damn.
Yeah, no, bro.
I'll
Sorry,
fucking
bro.
come to your house.
What?
Take that shovel.
So moving on.
No, I'll find your
Ubisoft.
box.
Yeah, Ubisoft. The Splinter Cell's creative director actually just recently rejoined the company, which I wonder how much of that is in conjunction with this. Like, it's not confirmed, but I'm pretty sure. A few other sources have said that games near completion were canceled prior to announcement, and Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which threw out a lot of ideas from the game before it, Ghost Recon Wildlands. Wow, that in itself was a pretty forgettable game, in my opinion.
Wow, that's depressing.
Yeah, it threw out a lot of its good and unique ideas to be...
It says it became the Division, though.
Yes, it was more or less the same as the Division 2, which exists.
Yeah.
Well, I heard the Division 2 isn't that bad.
It's not bad. I own it. I played a bit of it. I've got nothing against it. It's more of the
It's
Division.
definitely a game to play with friends.
That it's like, in terms of uniqueness, it's more of the Division with very few, if any, improvements. I don't know. I don't see too much in it myself. I also
The
spent.
Division is like Crisis 2, except it's before the alien invasion and also before the whole fact that like any dudes in power armor shows up. It's just like a bunch of dudes rioting in New York.
Yeah, I spent
You
I
have guns.
spent $40 on the Division 2, which is 4 times the amount of time I put into it. Or correction, 10 times. My bad.
I was wrong when I said we could talk about Ubisoft for 30 minutes. I actually meant to say 30 seconds because holy shit.
It's like hmm.
It it's one of those companies that have been gone through the motion so many times. I think that's the only thing they're programmed to do.
Well, they used to like one of my favorite games of all time. They actually made, which is like the Prince of Persia, the Sands of Time trilogy. Like I
Oh,
really enjoyed
that
playing those.
that was like 12 years ago.
Yeah,
I think
Like a new
20
game.
years ago.
Yeah, why don't you like a new game?
Yeah.
because they're all boring now.
I admit that the Sands of Time trilogy, even though it kind of had like an edgy phase near the end of it, the
That
fucking
was in the middle.
oh yeah, in the middle, but in the end, kind of gets kind of a mix between the first and second one.
Yeah.
But that's a masterly like crafted, especially the first game. I mean, like I love it.
Yeah, well, like
Even the
traversing
2008
was fun.
game, even the 2008 game was fine.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
one with the blue and red scarf thing
Yeah,
going on.
yeah, that was fine. And then they had another one that came out around the same time as the movie, and that one was actually not bad.
Mm.
It mechanically played pretty well and all that. It's
But at this point, they've
sort of
already
like a
released
soft
Assassin's
reboot.
Creed.
Yeah, well, yeah, they had an Assassin's Creed costume that you could use in it. So, but like it had some really interesting mechanics in it. Like you could like there'd be waterfalls, but you could freeze time to be able to run like wall run up the
Yeah.
waterfall, which
I
was
mean,
pretty
that's not the
cool.
most creative thing. I mean, Sands of Time is the most creative thing.
I mean,
Well, yeah. See, most of them they kind of brought stuff over from Sands of Time.
Yeah, and that's what
Is the thing.
Ubisoft does, though.
yeah.
They're recycled. They're the world's best recyclers. I give them that.
Here's my
Yeah.
take on Ubisoft, especially like I feel like Far Cry is the best example of it. They're
I
the one
okay. I give them a lot of help. Far Cry is some of my favorite games.
Yeah, no. I'm not going to deny their quality, but like I feel like Ubisoft, especially visible in Far Cry 3, 4, and 5. Not nothing. This is not against 3, but like 3 was a huge success for a lot of reasons. They took every single one of those
Skyrim was
reasons.
good.
Well, listen, they took every single one of those reasons that Far Cry 3 was popular, everything everybody liked about it, and reused it even when it didn't make sense. Like everybody talked about 3's antagonist and was like, "Whoa, he's so crazy. That's cool."
Yeah. So
Then
I'm gonna get into
Far Cry.
10-year-old game
Far Cry
spoilers.
4.
I'll let you
Far
finish.
Cry 4. Wow, look at that antagonist. He's so crazy. Far Cry
He's so
5.
wacky.
Look at that enigmatic antagonist. Boy,
Yeah,
howdy.
I was about to get into that.
It's this.
So,
It's
Far
a
Cry-
repeating cycle, and it's like
Far Cry 1. Let me give you the Far Cry thing because I actually know a lot about this franchise.
okay,
Far Cry 1 is kind of just weird.
it's a Crytek
Any-
game.
any- Yeah, it's a Crytek game. Boats. Fear them. Enemies
love
can
boats.
see any like I love how after Far Cry 1, they just fucking get rid of that character. I'm not including that weird alien like monster shit with like like toxic waste spin-offs they've done. But when you get to Far Cry 3, that character in Far Cry 1 and anything he's done, he like for once in his life he's nowhere to be seen. But Far Cry 2, Africa, different characters, it's starting to like it's more survival in a hostile land. Which is going to be in like hostile foreign land. It's just going to be more of the themes that Far Cry go through. Since the name Far Cry, but it's starting to get there. I think Far Cry 2 is a better game than some of its sequels, but it's definitely more complex.
I'd say
Far
we're
Cry-
a far cry from intelligent conversation about it.
Far Cry 3, however, that's when they found the fucking butter.
Mm-hmm.
They found the rotation, like they found the like the grind that works for them. Like the bow, they love the bow. Everyone loves the bow, so they did really good on that. The guns, how the physics, the taking down bases, the actually being able to see if people can see you feature, throwing rocks, using animals to your advantage. And if we go to the story, it's usually just about some white dude going into a hostile environment in the forest, like, and he meets a quirky and like charismatic antagonist who's a little bit on the crazy murder side. But in Far Cry 3, they made the mistake of killing him off like halfway through and replacing him with a substitute teacher. So after a lot of people complain about that for Far Cry 4, they just like, all right, let's just make him a constant presence. Except he really doesn't do anything. He just kind of talks to you like he's Handsome Jack. Rings you up on the phone and just like, hey, just so you know, I'm real evil. Oh, I'm so quirky, man. You listen, you like me? Remember Vaz? Never heard of him. And it's like, oh, and we also gave you the fucking glide suit earlier. Oh,
How
and
do
you
you
get a
feel?
bow really early too.
How do you feel about boner farts? Boner farts do anything for you?
Yeah, dude, boner. Dude, did you enjoy that crab rangoon? I've only said that because the name of the food kind of sounds. Dude, I just killed another world famous TV chef. I'm so quirky. And then they go through terrible moral choices again, worse or worse.
I just
And in
wanted
Far Cry 5, they put it in the most desolate fucking setting of all, the southeast of America.
Yeah.
Dean, I want to say
Which
something here. I want to say something here right now. Just while we're talking about bad, quirky antagonists, I want everybody out there who can hear my voice to know Gearbox is bad, Borderlands is bad, the whole company is pathetic. Randy
Yay!
Pitchford, if you're hearing this, I'm gonna send you my address. You can show up at my door, and I will duel you. I'm not gonna
I'll
say
take your insulin pen. I will. And you can't stop me.
But Randy, you show up. You keep that USB drive with you because after I like beat you up and like handcuff you and hand you over to the cops, that's the evidence. I'm gonna like leave you in like a net outside the police station like Spider-Man. This is an
You could have
invitation,
just
Randy.
said.
Just head on up to Ohio. You can find me. You'll know where I live. So Randy
You could have
Pitchford.
just said Randy Bitchford. He'd probably cry.
I just want to give a shout
Oh
out right now
god.
to
Brilliant.
Randy Pitchford for another reason. Shout out to Randy Pitchford for like making that Battleborn porn subreddit a subreddit for his own game that nobody liked and trying to be like, haha, I'm so quirky.
Please make porn of it. It worked for Blizzard.
Shout out to Randy Pitchford for making a Duke Nukem account that was supposed to be a Duke Nukem fan, getting mad at Randy Pitchford, and then losing an argument to himself when he was supposed to look like the good guy. That's one of his more.
Woo! What American hero.
Shout out to Randy Pitchford for like
This
not paying your voice actors and then trying to get that thrown out of the company when they want to be paid. Uh, Shout out to Randy Pitchford for I don't know, just everything that you've done for the past 20 years. Just like quit. I'd say quit while you're
Shout
ahead,
out.
but you're not ahead.
You're
Shout out's
behind.
mental illness.
That too.
Meanwhile, video games. Let's talk about games that are never coming out.
Okay, so yeah, this was supposed to be the main segment for the show originally, but this little segment
No.
is called "Everything's Getting Delayed."
Yeah, that's the naming point of the episode.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Here's the plot twist. Actually, that I consider this a 500 IQ play. I delayed the plot point where we talk about things getting delayed.
Hey, does this include Final Fantasy VII Remake?
You
I thought it was coming out earlier this year.
you can bet your britches, Jimmy.
Oh man, I've been waiting for that for 10 years.
Final Fantasy VII
Cyberpunk.
Remake was delayed
Not
to
coming
April
out.
10th. We covered that last week. This week,
Mhm.
Cyberpunk 2077 was delayed to September 17th from April. The
Cyberpunk.
funny thing is that you could
Dying
say it's
Light
like running
2.
away from FF7R, but in reality, it's probably
Yeah.
in dire need of serious work.
As Jordan learns how to read out loud, Dying Light 2 is delayed. This time we don't even have a date.
You know the best part? is that
What?
I confuse Dying Light and Dead Island all the time, and both Dead Island 2 and Dying Light 2 now have unknown release dates. They have both been
Cool.
delayed that much.
So both of so both zombie games where you kick things, or but with the 2 at the end, is now delayed.
Right.
Yeah.
About as cursed as Valve games ending in a 3.
Iron Man VR. I didn't even know that was a fucking thing. I'm gonna be honest. Talk about that. You know about that. But whatever it
you-
is, it's been delayed.
Haven't you ever wanted to be a man of iron?
Yeah.
Ever
There you
since
have
I was
it.
a
I already
little
am.
boy.
But
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
What's that amount of Code Red I drink have way too much iron.
But yeah, Iron Man VR
Look, I
is a
don't
VR
know-
game where you play as Iron Man, and it's now delayed to May.
Look, I don't know why any of this is important. I've delayed moving out of my parents' house for years.
That's, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing never coming out. Dean.
Scott, we miss you.
Scott, please yell at me. We need structure.
Shut the fuck up, Dean.
Yeah, Dean.
We need structure.
Ugh.
What else is on the list?
Little bitch baby.
We can either talk about
bitch. You little
bitch
bitch.
babies or other bitch babies yelling at characters that got in a certain fighting game.
Tiny little man.
Okay, so Sega has launched the
Tiny
Sonic
little fast
2020 initiative. They said they're going to announce Sonic the Hedgehog news on the 20th of every month.
So
the news for
Andy,
January
I'll let you
was
pick from
the initiative.
from what we got.
I mean, I was talking about it.
I think our host is dead.
Can't
Well,
believe Andy's effing
That means I
dead.
can just take the
What?
reins. Hell yeah.
What? Dean.
Wait.
All right, I'll be carrying this show from here on out. Our next bullet point is girls.
Oh, they're scary.
Oh,
We're not
shit.
talking
We're
about
talking
that.
about
We're not
girls?
talking about that.
Talking
They're
about-
scary.
I got a girlfriend.
What's your
can we-
girlfriend like?
Yeah, let's find out.
She's pretty nice. She was actually in the call earlier.
Oh shit, that's just
All right,
we just
Dean.
doxed her. Let's
Dean,
get
what's
her-
your girlfriend like? Solidarity, brother. Solidarity.
Off of one day.
So
One
One
day
day
I won't be
what?
twins. I won't be banned from Twitch.
Not likely.
Damn.
Too bad Dylan's not here. He just
Yeah,
talked
he just
about his Instagram.
no, it's his
Yeah, put
Snapchat.
him up.
Aren't you even following the
Yeah.
lore, Jordan?
Deep.
Dylan a baller.
He's balling.
Yeah.
That's about it.
So
Well, since Andy, oh my God, he breathes.
I've been
I did
breathing the
dark
entire
magic.
time.
If he breathes.
What the fuck you talking about?
Oh,
You weren't talking.
I was talking.
What do you mean you were talking?
I'm
Talking about some bullshit.
We literally could not hear you on Discord, by the way, and it probably really fucked up the stream.
The stream's been going fine according to all my counters.
Oh no, he cut out again.
What? What?
Discord
Oh,
has been
no.
eating ass.
I can
lately.
hear all of
gotta-
you guys perfectly fine. And it says I've got perfect connection to the call, so
Yeah, definitely not.
Oh no.
well, I'll tell you what, I'll do something where I don't have to speak. Let's just talk about fighting game characters, but specifically, let's watch the new Guilty Gear Strive trailer. Y'all down for that?
All right. Yeah, let's watch
Oh,
that. Then we can talk
okay.
about how people are really mad at Smash Brothers.
All right. Okay.
I
I
love
thought we already talked about that and showed our actual disappointment.
Yeah, we
we
had our
haven't-
disappointment
I
live on
haven't talked
stream,
about
but
it.
all right, I got Faust up on the stream here. Audio should be good. Okay,
a moment of silence for the good doctor.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
He's all spooky now.
I like this theme a lot.
You know, a lot of people have been saying that, but it hasn't been doing as much for me as, like, Chip's favorite.
pretty nice, not gonna lie.
What if we kissed in the Faust bag? I can't believe he has a VAR move now. That's just unbelievable.
I don't know what happened to him since the last game.
I need to play. I need to play the story mode.
I don't remember if
watch.
anything bad happened to him in Exerd.
Well, obviously he hasn't been taking his, his
His
bedrock
gummy
vitamins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking. He's not looking so hot.
No, he's had better days.
He's looking like he's lost another on the operating table.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it
Then
was
he didn't
good.
handle that one well.
Yeah, no. So he's interesting. Like a lot of his moves look very similar. Because that's how these games work.
Yeah.
But he's got new stuff. Like he's got a new teleport move. His items look way more fucked up. He can give you an afro now.
Oh my goodness.
So we're gonna get to see the entire cast with afros.
That's
because
hot.
of weird monster Faust. His bat's all fucked up now, just like everything else about him. He used to be such a good boy. Now he's gone.
He good boys no longer.
He spent basically the entirety of the Guilty Gear timeline between Exerd and Strive in Silent Hill. I like it. It's messed up. As a general rule, I like messed up things, so I don't know. I'm down for it. Especially interested in using that Afro move on every single cast member, as previously noted.
He does look really cool. I think he looks pretty fun. That dash jab looks pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't have too much to say about him without saying like concrete gameplay. I've got to say that I've been pretty happy with like all of the Strive redesigns. I think they've all been pretty fucking good so far. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, like, Strive just seems like it's going to be one of my favorite games. I don't know, I like Guilty Gear a lot. I like everything I've seen about GG Strive. We've talked a bit in private about, like, the homogenization of, like, ArcSys games and how, like, similar it looks to Grand Blue, and that does worry me, but I feel like maybe once both of those games are in my hands, I've kind of got a little bit of hope that it'll feel different. I'm not saying that for 100%, though.
I mean, that doesn't necessarily make it a bad game. It just doesn't mean that it's going to be a unique game. You can get the same
It just
experience.
doesn't mean it's going to be a good game.
Wow.
I have
Yeah.
faith.
Well,
Have a little faith.
Yeah.
That's your first problem.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to find the exact way to put this. Ah, well. It'll come to me one day. 5 years from now, it's been delayed, just like every other game is going to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, fighting games. Other fighting game characters announced recently is Ultra Instinct Goku for Dragon Ball Fighters.
I love Goku.
Yeah,
He's Grokuing on me.
So there's a
like
good
sixth Goku in that game.
Yeah, well, no, it's like it's like the eighth. Ninth,
yeah. There's a lot of
something like
Gokus.
I mean, it's a Dragon Ball game. Of course, it's gonna have a lot of Goku.
Yeah.
Well, the concerning thing is that the 3 of those Gokus have a very similar move set. So we'll see if this Goku does the same exact shit. At the very least, he has a different costume, so you can kind of distinguish him better. He's
Yeah,
not
that's
wearing
true.
a shirt.
Mhm.
But we'll see if his crouching medium is still the same.
Yeah, you got early Goku, Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Young Goku, Ultra Instinct Goku. You got a couple Gokus.
Yeah,
But that's
not
just
even
more to
counting
dunk.
that's not even counting the fusions.
Yeah, you also got Goku, but also Vegeta. And on another choice, Goku, but also Vegeta again. I don't know if that's actually true.
Vegito and Gogeta.
Are they both in there?
Yep, they're both in there now.
Yeah, there's two that's a lot.
So on that note, we have Street Fighter cross Tekken, but what about Tekken cross Street Fighter?
No, there was a poll that was brought up recently, and I don't know. I don't care really. Like if he does it, that'd be cool. If he doesn't, I don't care.
I already don't.
I care.
Okay, two other fighting game characters of note worth talking about. Joker in MK11, the DC
Oh yeah,
one,
Mortal
Society
Kombat. Is it
Man.
just gonna be Is this just gonna be Infamous?
What?
What?
Not Infamous. What's the fucking
Injustice.
Injustice?
Well,
Infamous is the game with the zappy hands.
what's interesting is that from the trailer, it doesn't look like he's Injustice Joker at all. He's got like a bunch of funny new tools. Get
Okay.
it? Because he's the Joker. They're
Holy.
funny.
Yeah.
I haven't
Uh,
seen I haven't really seen much of them.
Yeah.
I know in
Also,
the
they're adding a lot more costumes and stuff. Like for instance, you can be Harley Quinn on Cassie Cage. I noticed
Mhm.
someone straight up has it's the Batman Who Laughs costume. I noticed, which is interesting.
that was
Actually,
noob.
Yeah.
actually, a Batman Who Laughs. That's a very fun comic character that I don't think I should really get into at the moment. But
Well,
very nice.
I told Andy about it. He said he didn't like it.
I love the whole DC Metal event. It's great.
Yeah, it is.
And then also Byleth, who we've talked about on the show before.
Violet.
Byleth,
Yes.
Byleth, the Fire Emblem
They-
character with cool weapons.
The one that made the
Yeah.
entire country of Japan sad because of the Western reaction.
They could have literally added anybody else.
Byleth is my favorite third-party character. I'm not
Yeah,
as upset as other people are because honestly, people have literally turned Smash character reveals into like religious events.
Yeah.
Like people are going to be talking about the Byleth treason for fucking decades to come because they've already put it in their books.
Yeah, well, I mean, straight up,
Straight up.
Turn up.
it's not really that big of a deal
No, it's
whenever
not.
you
That's what
think
I'm
about
saying.
it. Because, like,
Definitely not.
I think one of the main things is a lot of people was wanting something that wasn't all, like, that was a third party thing. Because a lot of people, obviously, they want.
for the record.
Yeah.
The problem is the Fire Emblem Sword Fighter in Smash is a meme.
Okay, here's the
Yeah.
double thing. Byleth, while having the sword of the creator, which is a chain sword, has other weapons. It's not a sword
No,
fighter.
that's not even though she
Yeah.
has the weapon triangle at her kit plus a bow, people are not going to look at that. They're going to see Fire Emblem. They're going to see that she has the sword as her default stance. They're going to say it's a Fire Emblem swordy. Oh, it's the meme. Oh, I'm so angry. I'm going to go hit dislike on the Nintendo video now.
Maybe they should just like
And they're not going to
stop
talk
being a
about the
little
real
baby.
problem. They're not going to talk about the real problem that Sophis is in the game now.
allow me to be the devil's advocate that I actually am. This is my honest opinion.
You're gonna talk for the you're gonna be the don't put Byleth in Smash argument.
Yeah, fuck Byleth. Basically, this is our 8th fucking Fire Emblem character
Yeah.
for a franchise that is honestly like not that indicative of like Nintendo. Why the fuck do we have so fucking many? There was a post going around saying that like they're all fucking advertising picks, which is true. And like I don't necessarily disagree with advertising picks, but holy fuck, we have 8 goddamn Fire Emblem characters.
We have
And
like 7 Pokemon.
I'm a fighting game guy. I like it when a new fighting game character comes in regardless. But at the same time, this could have been fucking anybody else. And the
Mhm.
moves that they do have are not that original. Like, ooh, they have a rapid jab. Ooh, they have a tether grab. Ooh, they have a fucking armored like hatchet man. Like fucking I don't care. I do not
You want
care.
more heroes?
Like the minute it popped up, I was done. Like I was like, "Oh, cool, it's Byleth. I can close the stream now."
I think it's a problem because it's such a hot fucking franchise in Japan. And Sakurai basically during the stream kind of gave a love letter to the entire franchise.
Yeah.
He absolutely adores that franchise, and it's a little bit of his just own opinion infecting the game.
Also, the fact the whole Devil May like Dante in Smash thing. I don't know. I wonder if they actually plan to trick people like that.
I don't think so.
I think
No,
people convince
no.
themselves that
Yeah.
that's
It
going
was
to happen.
announced.
Yeah,
it was
that's
announced
possible.
prior to the announcement of the Smash thing.
That is
and
true. That is
They
true.
had no idea because
it
this was
filmed
hidden.
earlier.
This was hidden from most of Nintendo as well. So
Mhm.
But yeah, the main reason is because like he was holding up 3 fingers, so it made
well,
it
he
seem
explained
like
on the stream why.
I know, but like
Binary.
people wouldn't know that originally. Is the thing that I find
That
funny.
was the
It's
twist.
just like the way, yeah. Which again, I think it's funny. It's just the way, like the coincidence of what happened
Hmm.
had people with such high expectations for like something completely different than what we get. Not
Yeah.
necessarily saying that this is like the worst thing that we could have gotten. Like we could have gotten like Piranha Plant 2.
I would take a fucking Goomba over Violet.
Yeah, our
Dude,
11th
freaking-
Super Mario Brothers character.
I mean, I take Waluigi.
Oh God,
Ugh.
what
I
a
would say-
look band follower. He just follows the bandwagon.
To be honest, at this point, it's been like so far, no one really cares whether or not he gets.
Oh
I
yeah,
do, I
but-
do want to say though, I'm gonna give like another take on this as someone who was disappointed with the reveal. I look at like Fighter Pass 1 overall, and I think that having one
it's damn good.
having one disappointment when everybody else is a miracle makes this one more of a disappointment, but also means it doesn't matter. In the long run, I genuinely do not care when we've got Joker in Smash, we've got Banjo-Kazooie in Smash, we've got Terry Bogard in Smash. I've got no reason to care if I don't care about Three Houses because I haven't played it, or if it's another Fire Emblem character when we've got so many new franchises added already. It's literally a why even care thing for me.
He's the Joker, baby.
Thank you.
Yeah, which I mean, for
People
me,
just need to calm
I
down.
would wait to
I
see
think.
how like it feels when you play as them.
Hmm.
Because like to be honest, like it doesn't matter what game they're from. Like if they're fun to play as, then I mean,
That too.
they're fun to play as.
Yeah, that's a byproduct of it because it's just like everyone's complaining about the franchise the character is from, not necessarily the character itself.
Yeah. Which like some of my favorite people to play as, and they're not really
100%.
like the biggest pick that you like would think people would do. Like well, like obviously I like playing a lot of the heavy hitters like Ganondorf and all that, but you know like if you got like see like something I noticed and that I've heard people talk about is a lot of like the DLC characters they have like special mechanics and stuff like that compared to the default characters where they all generally don't.
Gimmicks you're talking about.
Yeah, like their main gimmicks and stuff like that. Like some stuff carried over from their original DLC, like Ryu and all them. You know, like Ryu can use input like fire.
That's less of a gimmick and more a reference to their actual franchise, much like Terry Bogard.
Well, it's still in a way a gimmick because it's
It is the
stronger to
gimmick.
use it that way. Yeah. So like I remember some people were saying that Banjo didn't feel quite as much like a DLC character compared to the others because the way he played. Because like most people expect the DLC characters to just seem broken, like the way Cloud was for a while.
Okay, if we want to talk about broken DLC characters, I'd like to bring up another one of my favorite fighting games. It's called Power Rangers Battle for the Grid.
Oh God! Someone wake me up.
You played it with me. It's good.
Wake
Except
me
for the
up.
fact that
With
with every DLC character they release on release, there seems to be like
that's another one I don't have.
yeah, but every DLC
Where's our
release
choir
seems
that sings
to
"Wake Me Up" inside?
But yeah, every DLC release seems to be pretty messy and then gets patched up by the time the next character's out. I like that game a lot, but also, hoo boy, Quantum Ranger on release. And to a lesser extent, Kruger. And apparently Daishi, though I haven't played the game lately.
I don't know. Since games get updated, how someone's like, how they play at release doesn't matter too much. Just I mean, it matters. If it's super fucking broken, it's gonna be obviously like.
Yes.
But unless they have something that seems like it's not gonna like something that wasn't an oversight,
Mm-hmm.
like wow, why does that do 30% in one auto combo? What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Or whatever.
yeah, like I know like some like for instance Hero, he has some really broken mechanics, but
Or
he makes
RNG.
up for it with RNG. Yeah.
That is
You know,
his broken mechanic, by the way.
yeah. Like sure he could hit you with something that just one shots you, but he could also not pay attention and kill himself.
That's not RNG though.
No, it
That's
is RNG.
to not pay attention to the game.
No, to a lot of people they'll bring up the menu and click the first thing because
Yeah.
they're in the middle of a fight, so they're just trying to get a move out as soon as possible. And so many times I've seen people just hit kamikaze
You talking
without
about
meaning
high? Are
to.
you talking about high levels or something?
Yeah,
Okay.
like especially like a lot of like there's a lot of what do you call them, like
Just
tourneys and stuff like that. People who played as them.
isn't that also why he's banned from like most tournaments?
Yeah, yeah, because he is completely RNG based and
It
it's a
also goes
skill
back to
based
the
game.
fact that Sakurai thinks this game is a party game. That's
That-
why he does.
Which and for the
That's
most
why
part
he
it
plays
is
with. It is a party game.
like
This is a call out post for Super Smash Bros. Melee players. Go take a shower.
Play with items
like
on for once. See how fun you play.
like a game can be a party game, but like any game you can become competitive with.
No, yeah, you can make fucking guessing what card is the top of a deck competitive.
There's a lot of games
Yeah,
that you
you
can
know,
make competitive.
like that's
I'm just
see,
saying
that's
it's not by design.
There's just so
yeah.
many games you can make competitive.
It's up to the developers and the creators to
They're all heads.
design something for
Okay,
competitive
Jordan,
play.
checking. That's a heads, that's a heads, that's a tails. Sorry, 2 out of 3.
Darn. Close enough.
Two
Fucking
heads and a
stupid.
tail.
However, Andy, I guessed head, tail, so I win.
Yeah, but you didn't announce it.
I just did.
Fucking ass.
So, anyways,
Hey, let's play
while
let's
we're
play
also
rock,
talking
paper,
about fighting games and competitive games, Colton, you and I have something to talk about here. Gundam
Is it?
Extreme versus Maxiboost On. Global
Yeah.
release this year, PlayStation 4. I'm excited.
Finally.
I'm excited to have a good Gundam versus game in the West. Like an
Well,
actual
I mean,
full
like-
featured one.
Gundam Versus is okay, but it's missing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Gundam EX versus Full Boost was the last one that hit consoles beside Gundam Versus. It's pretty good. This is like 2 versions removed from it, I think. So it's got all that stuff and more.
Mhm.
I get to play as fucking Gundam X again after so long.
And also,
I'm looking very much forward to it. It seems like it's a global release. Everyone should get it.
yeah.
Seems good.
Yeah. Play Gundam with me.
Absolutely. It's really like, I don't want to say easy to pick up because there's like a lot of like intricacies to learn, but it's not too difficult and it's fun. And the last time they tried to like localize this game style besides Gundam Versus was like Rise of Incarnates. I liked that game a lot too, but that game flopped hard. So I'm really hoping that bringing the actual game that people want over West is a good one. It's not EX versus 2, which I would prefer, but I will still take this one gladly.
Yeah. I'm very excited for this. Recently they've been just kind of going all out with localization, I guess. I mean, we got SD Gundam as a global release on Steam, so I'm not as interested in the SD games, not gonna lie, but I'm happy for it at least.
I mean, they're kind of just a worse Super Robot Wars.
Right, and that's why I'm not that into them. I miss Super Robot Wars. It's out on Steam. It's just not available for purchase or play outside of certain regions. Yeah.
Is it really on Steam?
Yeah, actually. Completely on Steam,
didn't-
but it doesn't even show up if you're in the West.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it hurts. We're so close, yet so far.
Just move east.
Don't tempt me.
Become Japanese.
No. You just have to live in the eastern United States. There you go.
I'm already in the Eastern United States, and they're not letting me play my giant robot crossover video game.
I think I'm turning Japanese.
I really think so.
Hey guys, I watched an anime before. I think I know something about the Japanese.
Shut the fuck up. Just stop talking, bro. This is now a 3-host podcast.
Well, no one on this show has been able to use our finishing move since everyone's gone to bed like a bunch of losers. There isn't anyone that we can look at and be like, yeah, can we flush this caller? And then just like zippy zappy zammo, they're gone. We can't do that.
You should flush me.
I don't know.
Flush the squirt Cobain.
We're still waiting. There's still a chance.
Andy, every time, the more you say, "Can we flush this collar?" the more you're gonna sound like fucking a Full House character.
We're getting towards the end of the night. We've got roughly 20 minutes left.
Still haven't even talked about certain free to game.
Well, that was coming up next. I'm kind of hoping we can get Scott on for a little bit tonight, but he said at the very least, he's probably going to show up at midnight his time, which is right when we're gonna end. So, well.
Yeah, midnight my time when we end.
Yeah. So we're now moving.
Half-Life games.
Yeah.
Shooty booties. Valve actually doing something on their platform for once
Tell you what,
in
Dean,
their life.
I'll let you take this one away.
I don't know much about what Valve's been doing themselves, but
Never mind,
the fact
I'm
that they've
taking
been
this
doing
away.
something.
Never mind, I'm taking this one.
All right.
Okay, tell me everything about Valve, and I'll tell you everything about the games.
All right.
They suck. They're a bunch of fucking idiots. Stupid, stinky heads. Steam sucks. Go to GOG.
Gog on this
Fucking
pee.
penis.
I think
Yeah, when he says
Half-Life sucks.
Oh man,
You incur the wrath.
why you gotta say that, bro?
Indy, didn't you literally take my job to do something, and then
well,
you
then
just stand there?
Colton took my job from me.
What the fuck?
Can I just take Colton's job now?
Yeah.
Can we flush this collar?
No.
Oh.
Alright, so from what I can tell, at least they're attempting to do something to try to get people into Half-Life, because there is a lot of people that haven't actually gotten into Half-Life. It's and like the new one was like, it's hard to believe for us, but it doesn't surprise me that there's a lot of people out there.
No,
who just know much
it
about
doesn't
Half-Life.
surprise me at all either. When a company that was top of the game in like the late 2000s goes fucking radio silent for 8 years, it's kind of a shock no one knows about them anymore.
Yeah, you're right.
They
It's
haven't
called Half-Life
released.
because when you play it, you lose half your life expectancy
Mhm.
because it's so boring.
Their last actual game that I'd even consider a game that isn't Dota is Portal 2, released back in 2011, I'm pretty sure. They haven't released an actual game since, and I'm not counting Artifact. That's a mobile card game.
Well, what about
What do you
Dota
know?
Underlords?
What the fuck is that? It's a Dota game. I don't count that.
To be honest, I've never really played Dota.
It's
Well, I
free,
have
think.
played Dota, and the last time that I played Dota, a Korean man called me the N-word, and that was the last time that I played a MOBA.
I played like an orb one time.
Yeah.
I don't like MOBAs.
Yeah, there's one MOBA that I play on the regular.
Let's take bets. Starting
Is
now in the chat. Can you say League of Legends for 200? Can I get a
It's
League of
Heroes of
Legends
New
for
Earth.
200?
It's Heroes of New Earth.
I think it's Super
No.
Monday Night Combat.
Holy shit.
That'd be
You
really
got
cool,
it.
though.
You won. It was actually that God game. Smite.
What? No.
No, it's League of Legends.
It's
Yeah,
actually
League of
Battle for Battle for Middle Earth. Yeah, that's it. That's the
No,
one.
no, that's the RTS. You fucked up.
No,
Try
wait,
again.
what? It's Battle for Middle Earth.
That's Lord of Rings RTS, dude.
Yeah, let's just
But
play
there was what?
Warhammer.
I thought Battle for Middle Earth was the MOBA.
No, that's the
No.
RTS. Try again.
What?
Andy, what did we bring you on for?
No, he brought us on though.
That's a good point. I did.
Okay. I'll just leave and you can take the rest of the show.
No,
Wait, let's go, fellas. Let's just leave him here.
No, don't
Let's
leave
make it
me.
a single host show.
Single host, can you talk for the next 15 minutes without break and making everyone really entertained?
So,
Half-Life.
how
Well,
about that
I'm pretty sure
weather?
Andy could if you really needed to.
No.
If I had the energy, I could go back to the way things were back when I hosted the MSPU show with Vernon, but I don't have that energy right now. I'm powerless.
Yeah.
And
Let's talk about Half-Life and Valve. Valve, they're doing something for once. I like that. That's an actual change. They're ever since they slept atop their dragon horde of Steam, they kind of got complacent, I guess.
Yeah, and then
While
Epic
working on
Games,
VR and just thing. I wouldn't say Epic Games really did much to them.
Well,
'cause-
the Epic Games Store came out,
Yeah,
and then
but
like they started getting some exclusives and stuff like that, and
they started actually stealing titles because they bribed
Yeah.
them to just
Okay,
go on to
so I mean,
that
yeah, I
instead.
guess we can talk about fucking Half-Life Alex. No one really fucking cares. It's gonna be dog shit. We can instead talk about the thing that just leaked, which was Left 4 Dead 3. I mean, if you
Yeah,
guys
that
care.
thing.
which
Valve really is going hardcore on
the
VR
Left 4 Dead
because
3 thing, that wasn't a leak. What it was
it wasn't a leak; it was a canceled thing.
well, on top of that, the thing about Left 4 Dead 3 coming up again was that the president of HTC China watched a Valve News Network video about Left 4 Dead 3 being cancelled and the leaks about Left 4 Dead 3 and believed it was still on and put it
Oh
in
my
his presentation.
That's fucking stupid.
There is no indication that Left 4 Dead 3 is actually happening. According to
No.
Valve put out a statement saying that no, it's still dead. They have not worked on it for multiple years.
Okay,
Oh.
well that's good to hear. But Valve is definitely going to take the they're going to try to keep their top on the VR hold because you got the index and stuff, and a lot of people's bought the index, and Tyler McVicker has already made a bunch of predictions saying that they're going to be making a lot new games with their IPs about VR.
Tyler
Considering
McVicker
it.
has also realized just how many mistakes he's made.
Mm-hmm.
And he will receive his penance soon.
Well, I think there's some actual logic to what he's saying though.
Sometimes I like Tyler. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say too much against him because he does seem like a good guy. There's times where he really overreacts with regards to negative things. With the I remember looking on Twitter and he was just like I'm so sorry over the Left 4 Dead thing when none of it was his fault. But
Yeah.
there's also a lot of times where he will just take the slightest bit of information, run with it, and all of a sudden there is no truth to be found.
Job. Yeah, that shows his job. Yes, I mean,
Mhm.
I feel like he has like a quota to meet. But we're not here to talk about Tyler McVicker. We're talking about what he thinks about Valve, and he thinks Valve is gonna try to crank out a bunch of new VR games, considering that a bunch of people bought a VR headset and maybe even a good computer to go with it, and they really only have
Scott's
one
throwing
game
up
to
gang
play.
signs.
Oh, Scott's throwing up gang signs. Oh, move to Kurt Cobain was killed.
And now I get to.
Yo.
Scott,
The heart and soul
Scott,
is back.
Scott, you got 12 minutes to save the show.
Finally,
Oh,
you
no.
can take
Oh,
my
no.
place.
There's like a mob outside of my house, Scott. They're going to kill me, Scott. Scott, please.
That's fine.
Please say something
Bro,
funny.
I just got home from work, bro. I'm chilling. I don't know. Someone was stealing shit and they got caught, and I was on like door duty. That was fun. I don't know. Yeah, it was a good time.
Did you have to break their knees?
I wish. No. The
bad.
actual security guys got them. I was kind of just there to look pretty.
Did you eat your ramen outside again?
Oh, I wish. I actually did have ramen for lunch, but I didn't take it with me.
You sure did look pretty though.
Aw.
Okay.
So how's your night been, lads?
It's been mostly
Kinda
good.
tired.
Mostly good.
It's
Been very
actually
tired.
pretty good.
I took coffee, and I was like, I'll
You
have so
took-
much
mm.
energy for the podcast, and then I
No,
had a
then the
caffeine
podcast
Never
crash.
actually
coffee and
started.
never caught caffeine in podcast.
He's on a coffee.
No, I should have
overdose
caffeine
right
in the
now.
podcast. I literally had to like summon the power of Kratos in order to get me to start raising my voice for once.
Nice, nice.
I felt like a goddamn zombie at the beginning.
The power of Kratos.
Yeah, I was flexing and
did-
everything. I
how
was
to
like-
give Dean energy, just make him angry.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I just had to get the blood moving. Did some squats, muted
Yeah,
my
yeah.
mic.
Some black tar.
Yeah. Got me going.
Good to go.
Mhm.
The heater guys never came to fix my heaters, so that's cool.
No, I just gotta
Oh,
lose
I
another
can't, I
finger.
can't really blame them because last time the guy came here, when he left, he got into a car accident. So this place is kind of just bad news. But oh well. C'est la vie.
It's just another finger.
Yeah, it's fine. I've survived 24 winters here. I'm sure the 25th one isn't gonna hurt me.
Well, I suppose at the end of the day, as we look upon all of our accomplishments, all we can really say at the end is that I'm so glad I'm not Randy Pitchford.
Yeah, for real. That's pretty good.
I'm gonna go jack off to Battleborn right now.
Oh, don't do that.
Hit me with that link. I want to see that Reddit page.
Trust me, there's not very much good stuff out there.
Damn, the sirens are so sexy. Haha.
Ha ha ha. I want to give Gearbox money.
Damn, I want to see Claptrap's gearbox.
Oh fuck.
Damn.
So, yeah,
By
Gearbox
the
is a
way-
company that exists.
It
Nah.
does.
Ah, okay. By the way, when can we get the link to the YouTube?
Oh, yeah, the link to the
Channel.
YouTube. Yeah, we have a GamerZone YouTube channel that's going to be showing up in the
Yeah, since Twitch doesn't save our VODs, we had to put them somewhere.
yeah, VODs are
Yeah,
live
for
on
sure.
Twitch for 2 weeks. Those include chat history. They're higher quality. They're in 900p as opposed to 720. But
Andy, why don't you just like round up to 10, the actual one?
because
Yeah.
because
It's 1100p.
Yeah.
I'm poor.
It's a lot of pee.
That is-
We have
Okay,
to
think
pee
about
real
it. That's
bad.
a lot of pee.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a bad idea, really.
You know, you could just go do that. You know, I'm here now.
No, it's okay. I already found time.
Oh, I got you.
He squirted it elsewhere.
Oh.
I
Bro, that's mine. What the fuck?
I pissed myself.
Thank
Very
you, man.
nonchalant.
But so yeah,
Yeah, no, I'm just chilling. I didn't have a trailer today, so I was really like bored most of the day. But I don't know. It was all right.
This is the Scott section of the show.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm working like 7 days in a row, so like, you know,
It's kind of
I'm not gonna, well, you know, I'm used to it. I might get banged up in the trailer a bit, but that's okay. It's the only way I stay in shape. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna have a whole lot. By the time I'm actually here for like the next full podcast, I'll have like a lot of shit to talk about. But as of now, I'm kind of just still playing Final Fantasy 12, still playing Xenoblade, still listening to music. You know, like I don't have a whole lot to dive into at the moment.
So Scott, which albums have you been listening to lately?
I have been listening to. Let me pull this up. Do. I've been listening to Dance Gavin Dance. Both of their Downtown Battle Mountain albums.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because I really like Johnny Craig's voice. I don't like anything else about Johnny Craig, but I really like his voice a lot. Don't buy MacBooks from him. But yeah, listening to that. I've been listening to Emma Rosa, their newest album, Peach Club. I think was that 2019? 2018? I don't remember. But it's a good album. They were a post-hardcore band, and then they became like a pop band, and they're really good at it. So, good times. That's kind of it. I haven't been doing any like discography runs or anything. Just kind of listening to like older stuff that I like felt like listening to again.
So I
Nice.
will admit
Oh,
I
hey,
was
look,
not
it's Scott.
prepared for Scott to be on the show, so I just had to quickly run and throw this together. This
Oh,
is
you threw it up there.
yeah, this is Scott's Force Ghost on the screen right now. He will always be with us.
Always.
That's good.
Even if I'm working when this is happening, I'll like pop in somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah. It's been a stream tonight.
It's been a stream tonight.
Say peanuts without the T.
No.
Why are you like this?
He may or may not have been drinking tonight.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, we're here. We're alive.
We out here.
Yeah.
We out
Yeah,
here.
we out here.
We still stand.
I've gone through the problem I never thought I'd go through again of mismanaging my
Oh.
caffeine prior to a show, so I hope you may all find it in
Nice.
your hearts to forgive me for an episode.
So this is what happens when I'm gone, huh?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Motherfucker. I'm sorry my schedule sucks, okay? I'm doing my best.
It's all good, man. That same.
And you know, maybe one of these days we'll have a stream before, 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
Just move into a better time zone.
Yeah.
So we got 4 minutes left. Do we have any closing statements?
We only got 4 minutes.
Yeah. I've enjoyed being a host here. I feel
Aw.
like I'd like to try to be better if you ever have me on. again.
Absolutely, I can run. I can even run.
Don't get used to it, sweetie. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no,
You can't take my
Daddy
spot every time.
Jordan, I can run you through a bunch of the stuff I used to do on the old show as well. I can run a
Okay.
lot of you through that actually. Though I'll have a hard time actually putting it into words for a little bit.
You,
A lot
you
of
hear
stuff.
that, boys?
Yeah, listen.
Yeah.
Andy wants to
Also-
run all of us through.
Oh no.
But yeah, hands down, I don't think anyone could actually like replace either Colton, Scott, Dean,
Oh,
Randy. I don't think
Bruh,
any.
I was
replace
joking.
you
Like,
guys.
it's not a big deal.
But no, I'm just saying, you guys.
That's
just,
right,
like,
poser.
You guys just add like a pretty
Know your
little
place!
stuff.
Oh my god, settle down, hon.
Ugh.
So,
Yeah. No, it's cool. I like having you on. You're always so kind when you leave too. You're like, I hope all of you have a great night. And thank you for having me. Like, you're super polite. I'm not used like it's kind of fucked up to say, but I'm not used to it because that's just
Our
kind of
viewer-
that's kind of the place I live in.
Our viewers and our hosts don't deserve that.
well,
I don't know, man.
just that's just kind of how I am. I just like
No, it's good. I'm not trying to like
I've ever seen.
I'm not like I don't know. I'm not poking fun at it. I'm like legitimately like just surprised. I don't know. This city breeds like a particular kind of person, and I guess I'm just
Yeah.
not used to that.
Did you know that Winnipeg's bad?
Everyone knows where I live now.
Oh.
I'm gonna get murdered
This
now.
is the second time I've doxed Scott on stream.
Well,
Oh no.
like the first time you just said I was Canadian. Now you just threw my city through my city out there. Not
if you guys
true.
want, I
But
get.
when I pig, it's good, right?
Oof.
Yes. Also, I don't really give a shit. It's not actually a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, Andy was stating what state he lived in, which I suppose that's different from stating the actual.
It's not a big deal. Just like, you know.
90% certain I've said my city on stream before.
Yeah, you have. No, it's not a big deal. Don't like, you know, just don't throw out my address. You know, don't
Okay,
throw out where I
so-
currently work because, you know, I still am employed there.
Oh yeah.
But,
However,
aside from that,
we'll
we're
send
good.
GPS coordinates.
I mean, like, you know, if you got that green, like, I'm down, but otherwise.
3600 longitude, 3800 latitude.
All right, so Dean, do you have any closing statements?
His mic is muted.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
My closing statement is I don't want to fucking talk to you guys anymore.
Damn, this has been a really.
All right.
short
Does
talk
anyone else
show.
have any closing statements?
He's muted again.
Colton, do you have any closing statements?
This is your baby boy signing off.
Oh my fucking god.
Well,
Love my daddies.
You're 3 dads.
oh boy.
All right.
Well, yeah. That's that. That's episode 3. The day of the,
The
delay.
one with the title of it will be the one without Scott.
The title I said on the stream was Day of the Delay, which was good because
I mean, that makes
I
sense.
ended up
Everything got delayed.
accidentally delaying the bit where we talk about delayed games until the middle of the show.
Sweet. My bus was delayed.
Yeah, so this is the day of
You
the
know,
delay.
it's just how it is.
All right.
I don't know.
Yeah, so
My closing statements are: it was fun to be here for 10 minutes. I'll be back on the next one because I have the day off, and then after that I won't be. But you know,
God willing, I won't be either.
oh my god, you're so negative.
Well, I'm gonna watch every stream, but I'm not 100% sure how often I'll be a guest host. So
Whenever you feel like it, we like having you here.
yeah.
yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
good. I had a lot of fun. I feel like it's been a lot more chill.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't as hectic because you guys wasn't able to get as many random callers.
Yeah, there's not as much chaos involved.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I could
When there's
could
like-
literally call Brad on the phone right now.
No, he's probably playing more Fire Emblem Conquest.
Okay, let me look. Brad, are you online?
No, he's definitely playing Bravely
The
Default.
stream is over.
Oh,
Shoutouts to the gamer goblins. We love
That's what they gotta be called.
none of you.
listen, the only goblin on our stream, it's a tie between Colton and Dean, so
Yeah, they're both pretty goblin-y, huh?
yeah.
Well,
They're both
Goblin D's nuts.
well, that
That's it. That's the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you again next week on the Gamer
Take a boo.
Zone. 3,
Take a
2,
boo, lads.
have a good week till then.
Bum, ba-da-bum, bum.